Um, Good morning. Without going through the preliminary talk, I think we should go direct to the text because preliminary and basic things is, I think, kind of same that we always need the motivated support of the motivated by Bodhicitta, that whatever we doing, engaging in the Dharma is the benefit of sentient beings, not just only individuals or even that is the benefit of sentient beings, not just for temporary benefit. So that reason, with the we should listen with the altruistic motivation of Bodhicitta, that we receive we listen teachings. Reason is as last Sunday we had a discussion. When we look those destitute sentient beings out there, misery, sufferings from all different kind of sufferings, like you can see the suffering in the samsara, hell beings, hungry ghosts, animals, and also higher beings like a human also have 8 great sufferings, and God and demigod also, they have a their own state of the suffering. So that reason, in the samsara, sentient beings are tortured by the all different type of sufferings. So we really don't know really main reason why they created those cause of sufferings or negative karmas. So it may be they have done for us, like in the past life, they were in our mother, in our sake, they engage into the negative karma. Like for example, right now, fisher, fishermen, butchers, hunter, those all people who directly engaging to the negative karma, they're not doing those jobs only for their sake. They're doing for the sake of their family, that way they want to take care of their family. So that fisherman is catching fish and killing the fish for sake of the family's matter. So that way he creating the negative karma of harming fish is for the sake of all the family members. So that way, similar way, also maybe those sentient beings in the 6 realms, destitute or misery with the suffering, they may have done those negative karma for our sake. So we really don't know exactly. So that reason, even this life, we don't have a directly related to with them, but still we definitely have some kind of karmic connection from the past life. So that reason, we must take the responsibility, because right this moment and this life, we got good chance to can have a good chance of having precious human body, and not just only human body, also this is become a precious by meeting with the Dharma and have chance to practice the Dharma. That way it become a precious. So we have to use this precious opportunity to help them, beings who went to under for our sake. So that reason, we're not going to be one way, so we're not going to waste this opportunity, and 2 ways also, we're not going to forget their hardship for our sake. So that way we have to take responsibility about repaying their kindness. As many masters said, when we try to repay the sentient beings' kindness, especially mother's kindness, and only you can fully repay their kindness as when you bring them into the Dharma. So what does this mean? Is only Dharma related to the Dharma, you can repay their total kindness. Otherwise, even you serve whole life for them, still you cannot repay their kindness. So this reason, today we get a good chance to repay their kindness by practicing Dharma and dedicating that whatever we practice Dharma for those mother sentient beings. So that way we have to visualizing, we have to meditate it, altruistic motivation about Buddhijita for whatever we do, Dharma, hearing, contemplate, and then meditation for benefit of sentient beings. With this thought, then we started text. So last week we talked about the 57. 57 was a empowerment. It's called the ripening for empowerments. So generally, there's three kind of empowerments. It's called the path empowerment. The cause empowerment, path empowerment, and result empowerment. Causal empowerment or cause empowerment is what we're receiving from the qualified guru. These four empowerments. So here said four empowerments. So four empowerment is talking about the vast empowerment, sacred empowerment, wisdom empowerment, and word empowerment. So in the main point of a vast empowerment, basically there's 11 type of empowerment in the vast empowerment, but especially there's called the 5 awareness empowerment. So this 5 awareness empowerment is like a water empowerment, crown empowerment, vajra empowerment, bell empowerment, name empowerment. This 5 empowerment is as a symbol of 5 aggregate and 5 afflicted emotion are purifying and transformed to the 5 Buddha family. So that way, especially these 5 awareness empowerments. So this, I think water empowerment as a water as a akshobhya, crown as a Dharajana, vajra as a Ranasambhava, Bel as a Amidaba, and I think name as a Amoghasiddhi. So these 5 empowerment to transforming our 5 aggregate as a 5 Buddha family. So that is mainly also sometimes it's called the body empowerment. Then purifying all the physically obscuration and negative karma through this empowerment. And there's another 6 empowerments related to the this empowerment, but most important is this 5 empowerment from those 11 empowerment of the vast empowerment. Then second one is called the secret empowerment. Secret empowerment is you receiving the direct nectar from the Vajra master, and this is really secret, because if you see unprepared someone, may be misunderstood. But that actually empowerment is no longer exists in Tibet. It's called the symbolic empowerment. Now it's the secret empowerment. It's only do the symbolic empowerment, and so that way we don't have to worry about that. So that way, I think even can see nowadays in the public, nobody will know what is going on. That is, the real one is not performing since Adisha comes. we stop in Tibet performing that really one, secret empowerment. So the secret empowerment, so you actually receive the nectar. That nectar is a form of the syllable as a purifying your speech. So sometimes this secret empowerment is also called the speech empowerment. Then third one is called the wisdom empowerment. This wisdom empowerment is actually through the through the Kama Mudra. Actually, one is through with the consort or Kama Mudra. Then you experience the 4 different type of joy, which is actually this 4 different type of joy is explained in the Tumu meditation. So this is called the symbolic empowerment. Why? Because it's the 4 joy as a symbolic wisdom. So this 4 joy is a symbolic wisdom, and through this purifying actually the mind, through the 4 joy to purify your mental obscurations. So this is sometimes is also called the mind initiations, mind empowerment. Then 4th one is a word empowerment. Is when you have an experience of the 4 joy, that 4 joy is called the symbolic wisdom. That symbolic wisdom as explained through the Guru's oral instruction. Can you say oral instruction? Yeah. Oral instruction to give to the teachings is called the teaching of the Mahamudra. So actually, before there's no really such things called the Mahamudra teachings. Mahamudra is a teaching is a start after the Gamboba. He wrote the text, on the Mahamudra commentary. But before, Mahamudra is a feeling or experience about this 4 joy. When you practicing this 4 joy of the symbolic wisdom, and when you're recognizing the meaning of this 4 joy, that experience is called the actually wisdom. That actually wisdom is called the Mahamudra. So this is a 4th empowerment. So this 4 empowerment is called the Rabini empowerment. It means the make ready to, you can directly engaging to the Vajrayana practice. So ripening as the same as a preparing, making ready to engage on the actual practice. So like when fruit is ripe, then it's ready to eat. Yeah. Unripe fruit is you cannot eat. If you eat, it can be a problem on your stomach, or there's always some problem come out. So same way, unprepared beings, if you receive that direct teaching on the Vajrayana, there will come some problem from that, misunderstand or misuse. So especially lots of people have a misunderstanding of the Vajrayana too and misuse that one. So that is like when you eating fruit is unripe, not ready to eat. And when you eat, then you have a digestion problem or health problem. So this one is a unprepared one. If you try to give the instruction or teachings, and it can damage of the health of a spiritual. So that way, Rabini empowerment, this is called the causal empowerments. So you have to receive from the qualified guru. So when you receive it, mean you have to understand the meaning of the empowerment, what's going on. If you just receive the ceremony, it alone, it not necessarily can call empowerment. When Patamba was in Tibet giving empowerment, it was called Tatang. There's one famous monastery. So Padamba was giving empowerment there, and all his ordained or senior student are sitting in front of him. Of course, they sit always kind of like front, and the Machi Lapkitrama was sitting way back at the door. She was just one way. So she was newly, and 2 ways also. I think she was already. Maybe she was nun that time. I don't remember exactly. But main point is she was sitting because she was a kind of the newer or not senior, can say junior. So she was sitting way down there. Then Patamba Sanje was giving empowerment, and when he gave empowerment, and later he said, all front beings who you are sitting here, higher throne, you receive the substance empowerment. Yeah, but actually two meaning of empowerment is receive this lady. The Majilab, he was pointing to the Majilab Jitama. So that is a empowerment is actually have to receive by through the ceremony. You have to imprint the meaning of empowerment in your mind stream. Then you actually receive. So that is you have to receive through the qualified guru too, and suitable vessel, suitable disciple, because everyone cannot be not going to receive. If just perform the ritual and give you the water and receive, that is a cause to that can be count as a recipient empowerment. Then actually those the tables, cushions, those all objects in the shrine room, they also receive the empowerment. That means they have available work. They have chance to become a Buddha. It's impossible. Opportunity to become a Buddha. That's impossible. They're not going to plant the seed of any kind of a Buddha seed. Cannot plant on them. So when we said we receive empowerment, means that we plant the seed of the Buddha. So that is how do we receive it? By meaning of the empowerment is imprint in yourself. Then, so that reason, this when especially when doing the empowerment, need a really good translator. Actually, sometimes people think, oh, for the empowerment now need a translator. Only teaching need the translator. Actually, empowerment is really important to have to clearly have to translate it completely. Otherwise, it's that a ritual alone is not going to be necessarily you're going to receive the empowerment. Of course, you will receive some blessings, definitely, but are not going to receive the empowerment. So if you want to receive this cultural empowerment or called the rabbinic empowerment, there's qualified gurus. So qualified guru. So also, what does qualified guru mean? Qualified guru means that supreme one have to receive the guru as a Vajradhara, someone who realized the higher than 8 bhumi, less higher than 8 bhumi. So that is called the superior guru, qualified guru. Supreme guru or qualified guru of the supreme one. And the medium, mediocre, middle guru is someone who have a stability of a generation stage and a completion stage, unless they have some kind of a stable practice. Can say stable?
Yes, stable practice.
Stability of a completion stage and generation stage. At least, unless the what called impure,
lesser guru.
Yeah, lesser the guru is someone who have done complete retreat, especially their principal deities. So that way, then those three called the three kind of like supreme, medium, and lesser
hierarchy.
yeah, hierarchy gurus. So one of those, you have to have one of those to give empowerment. So
One of the top two?
one of the top three.
Well, I mean, one of the top three.
Yeah.
Two of the top three.
No, three.
All three.
Yeah, all three. All three are eligible to give empowerment. But unless someone who, of course, they have to receive the empowerment and instruction and have done complete retreat on that.
Okay. But the hierarchy goes a better off you.
Of course, yeah. I mean, the higher one, see, then from the actually true Vajradhara, even you don't need the ceremony, you can receive the empowerment. Like Tiluba received the empowerment from the, I mean, Naropa received from the Tiluba by sandal, hit the sandal to him,
It is sandal.
Sandal, the shoes.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is his empowerment. So that way the Tiluba is a truly Vajradhara, then, no caution for that. But unless, I think, in the Vajrayana said, someone, a Vajra master who complete the retreat and have knowledge about the Vajrayana ceremony, there's called the 10 different type of knowledge. There's called the Dekonani Jusheba. 10 suchness, knowing of the 10 suchness or 10 different type of knowledge. And with that complete, then you can receive this empowerment. So this is called the rabbinic empowerment. Once you receive the empowerment, okay, then second one is called the path empowerment. What is the path empowerment mean? Now, once you receive that one from the guru, you have to carry on continually until you reach to the complete final realization. Yeah. So that is it. So how we can do is it through the practice of the generation stage and the completion stage. So first is we're going to talk about the generation stage. Number 58 said, generation stage is like the enthronement of the king. Through that, one become the lord of all the samsara and nirvana. Therefore, abandoning, clinging to ordinary perception, this is my heart's advice. So generation stage means the transforming. Yeah, transforming ordinary place as a pure mandala, ordinary body as a pure deity. So this is what is a generation stage means. So this means the like enthronement. Actually, true enthronement is already done during the empowerment. Now, once you receive the empowerment of the enthronement, now you have the power to make you have authority. Yeah, so that authority is that you can directly transform yourself as a deity. That is your authority. Like when king become enthronement, then he or she received the authority, yeah, of the power. Similarly, once we receive the empowerment, then we receive the authority of a power. What is our authority? Is it that transform into the general, deity? Now we have that authority. We receive that power. So once we receive that power, when we transform completely impure samsaric content and container to the pure of a deity's mandala, then that is become Lord of the samsara and nirvana. Why? Because it's when the transform into the yourself as a deity, then you get that authority of all over. You can say, like when you are princess, yeah. Overall, when you are princess, when you're prince of the country, you don't have authority. You don't have any authority, yeah? Once you enthrone, become a king, then you have a full authority. So same way, once you receive the empowerment, then you have a full authority over the whole phenomena. Before you receive the empowerment, and your authority is only worldly phenomena, because you only have the worldly phenomena. But once you receive the empowerment, now you can transform to the mandala. This ordinary body already transformed into the mandala, means that you have authority over the whole samsara and nirvana. It means the all phenomena. So that is a reason it's called become a lord of the samsara and nirvana. Yeah, so lord is a king or power or authority. Make sense? Yeah. So now what it means that you can visualize as this place as a pure land and yourself as a deity, not just only worldly beings. You have authority to become a nirvana. You can transform yourself. You can generate yourself as a nirvana. Your place as a mandala. So that way, that is what means the Lord of the samsara and nirvana. Therefore, abandoning the clinging to the ordinary perceptions. So only we can transform to the mandala and deity if we let go of the ordinary concept. Make sense? Ordinary attachment, clinging on the ordinary attachment. So actually, in the generation stage, transforming your own body and your place as a mandala and your body as a deity is actually antidote of the being attached to the place and being attached to the body. So if you continually have clinging on the ordinary body and ordinary place, you are not transforming to the deity's mandala. That means that you couldn't let go from the ordinary conceptual to the divine state.
Material to divine.
Yeah, material to divine. So that way you couldn't transform. So that means you cannot generate. Yeah. So this way, we have to let go of the ordinary perception. That is what is the main purpose of a generation stage. So how this generation stage, how to complete, I think, when was that? We talk about this 5 characteristic of the generation stage.
We started discussing empowerment on Saturday.
No, 5. So I already talked about the 5 characteristic of the generation stage one time during the Vajrayogini teachings. Yeah, Vajrayogini teachings. But in here, mainly 3 characteristics is explained. First one said clear appearance. So clarity. What is the clear appearance? It's like an Indra's bow. They are distincted, vivid, complete, and insubstantial. Abandoning clinging to the solid reality. This is my heart's advice. So appearance of the deity is like Indra's bow. Indra's bow is talking about the it's called the poetic name of the rainbow. Poet name as a rainbow as called the Indra's bow, because Indra is a lord of the space, king of the god realm. So, and this rainbow is a shine or appearing in the space. So that way, this poetic of especially Indian poetic, the poetic metaphor they use as in the bow mean as a rainbow. So generation stage is a need like a rainbow. Actually, these have two characteristics. What is two characteristics? One is a clarity, because the rainbow have a completely clearly appearance. All you can see every single color detailedly, clearly. Yeah. So that way it said they are distinct. Distinct means that just not mess up. Yeah. You see clearly. Same time, the distinct and vivid. Distinct and vivid is a distinct, vivid, complete. Sorry. Those three are talking about how rainbow is complete with the color way, with the shape way, with the appearance way. It's not just unclear or some kind of. So they have a complete clear, but insubstantial. Insubstantial is also same as a empty by nature, from the five characteristics of the deities. Empty by nature means that it's not really material like a solid, like statue or a flesh, like a body, human body. It's an appearance but illusion body. So this is called the pure illusion body. Impure illusion body is our body is impure illusion body, because we think that it's solid. Yeah. So deity appearance like a rainbow is called a pure illusion body. So that way it's called the insubstantial. It means that it's not like a built by rock or material. Yeah. Or it's not really built by flesh or anything. So there's no really substantial existence. So that way, this is called the empty by nature. So like a rainbow body, but still completely, clearly, so distinct, vivid, complete, but insubstantial. Abandoning, clinging to the solid reality. Solid reality means like a really existing of something that is solid, like a statue or flesh body. So you have to see as an illusion body. This form is you must see as an illusion body, like a rainbow. Complete, but even you can see the truth. So this is my heart's advice. So from the three characteristics of the deity, first is called the clear appearance. So mainly here is talking about how you have to practice how to clearly appearance deity's body. So this exercise of the clearly appearance, you may need some photo or statue or something support to try to see clearly that image. Then slowly you bring that into your mind. Then so that is also part of the common body meditation too. So this first state of the generation stage is you need the clarity. So also this one is you can exercising from the try to focus on the particular object like an eye or somewhere. Try to see that one clearly. Then slowly you extended that one too, and one day you can visualizing complete deity's body, or sometimes they said like you're skinny, from the head to toe to head. So also that way too, you can try to exercise, and slowly it will imprint in our mind too, that we can see the deity clearly. Then during that time, sometimes you get agitation, and sometimes you may get to the dullness. When that is happening, you have to use the same method how to free from that kind of obscurations or that kind of a problem for the meditation, as in the common body meditation explained. So like agitation may be caused by too much appearance around you, so that way just try to stay on the quiet place. Or sometimes your wind elements are too high because of the lack of nutrition food. So those different individually have different cause of rising agitation. So I don't think so everybody is the same, but then we have to do best way to how to reduce that one different method. And the dullness is also sometimes it's a dullness as a too much heavy food, or sometimes that similarly there's a dullness is happen because of the negative karma, too much heavy negative karma. This can happen. So if you have a too like heavy nutrition, too much on the nutrition or heaviness, then you have to be try to cut the what called corp. No. What called the food have lots of heaviness. Carbs. You should cut the carbs, or should stop the eating red meat or things like that. And also you need a place that is more have light. But if still even you do that one, or you try to drink a cup of tea or coffee, still is a stay same place like a dullness, that is actually caused by the heavy negative karma. Then stop meditating and try to purification. Try to do other practice of the purification, because just try to continue putting as effort is not going to work. So that way we must try to follow on the best on our own condition. Yeah. So those are part of the how we can visualizing clearly deity's body. But also see as an illusion body, Rambolak body. Then second one is called the recollection of the purity. I mean that after the clarity, you have to know the pure meaning of the appearance. Because if you look at the deities, all different type of deities. Tara alone, there are many taras. Yeah. So like we have a mainly white Tara, green Tara. You see the red Tara. Also sometimes there's a different Tara, but also there's a 21 Tara. 21 Tara is a four colors: white colors, yellow colors, red colors, and green colors. So those are symbol of 4 enlightened activities. White as a peaceful, yellow as a increasing, red as a magnetizing, and green as a wrathful.
No blue.
No, sorry, not green. They don't have green. Blue as a wrathful. So 21 Tara is a white, yellow, red, and blue. So that is a what called symbol of for enlightened activities. So it's each deity, they have a different appearance, different colors, different number of arm and head and the legs. Those all are have some pure meaning within it. So it's not like a not necessarily is as an appearance as it is. Make sense? There's some hidden meaning each appearance. So you know whatever you practice, you have to know the its own hidden meaning of the appearance of the color, shape, and whatever. So that's what it means the recollection of the purity. So it's like a rosary of a jewel. When the rosary of jewel, like all the jewel rosary, you can see the jewel color, design, everything clearly. Each one have their own characteristic, each own qualities. Rosary of jewels. So similarly, all the appearance of the deity have a great inner meaning. So that is a inner pure meaning. So you have to know that one. It's a display the various quality one by one. It means that each one have their own reason why they appearance that way. There's some reason to they have to appear in that one. There's some behind history, behind the meaning, behind the reasons, something there. That way they appearance so many different type of image, you can say, appearance. So we have to know the hidden meaning. So hidden meaning is called that is what they dispel the various quality by one. That is hidden meaning. Without the knowing the hidden meaning, if we directly try to do practice, then people may get, misunderstand. One time, there's one lady. She liked Vajakileya. She liked practice of Vajakileya very much. One day she went to Vajakileya retreat, actually, in the Garji Institute. She had so many dogs. So she hired someone, young one, to look after those dogs in a house sitting. So that person went to her computer, and her computer screen saving is a Vajakileya. So then that person really scared, this person who house sitting, call her immediately. You have to come right now. I cannot stay here one more minute. So scared. Said she asked what happened, and said that person said you are worshiping the devil. Because of Vajakileya, said look wrathful. Yeah. I think similar happened here. One time, one Sri Lankan family came here. They said they live nearby here, and they want to like to go to visit the Buddhist temple. So I have one Mahakala mass in the back there, corner there, So before I didn't cover this one. So you see the Buddha and look. Then when they're leaving, they turn back there, then they saw that image. After that, they never came back. So people have a difficulty to understand lots of appearance of those, It's just like if your own parent, beloved parent, scolding to you on the middle of the public, or one stranger or your enemy scolding to you. When stranger one look, they look same. Yeah. But when your parent is scolding you, there's a hidden meaning of a benefit for you. Care there, love there, yeah. But when enemy is scolding you, there's no care, there's no love, there's no benefit for you. Purely want to harm you. Make sense? So scolding is the same. So it's the same way, evil appearance and deity manifests as a wrathful appearance by itself is the same. If you don't know the inner hidden meaning, why they have to appear in that way, basically, then we totally misunderstand. So that reason we have to know that hidden meaning. Why they have to appear in this color, this shape, this wrathful, whatever manifestation, then we can understand, like, if you don't understand the jewel, really jewel's quality, and it's just like somebody said, why they hanging on their neck for so many rocks? Yeah, why they make themselves really difficult to carry those old rocks. But if somebody know the quality of the jewel, then they said, wow, this person is really wealthy, have that kind of great ornament. So if you give the diamond to the, like one animal, it's becoming just extra carry. But if you give that diamond to the human being, somebody who knows the diamond, and it become a great gift. I mean, both human or animal, both cannot eat the diamond. But still, because one knew the quality, yeah, and one doesn't know. So that reason, we have to know the hidden meaning of the quality of the deity. So that is you have to learn each deity. Whatever you're practicing deity, you must know there's called the, what's called the recollection of purity. Sometimes each deity have different, like for example, generosity. There's 1,000-arm generosity, 4-arm generosity, 2-arm generosity. Generosity is standing, generosity is sitting on the lion, generosity, sitting meditation, and generosity. There's so many different types. Each one have their own hidden meanings, why they have to appear in that one. So that reason we have to know the hidden meaning of the all those deities. That is what is mean the recollection of the purity. They always have every deity. They always have a pure meaning of the appearance. If they don't have a pure meaning, or if you don't know the pure meaning, then there's no difference of the devil or wrathful. They're nothing different from the appearance part. But even looks the same, but totally different. One is an enlightened being, one is a purely devil. So I think this reason we must try to educate it ourselves. Even you don't know every deity is a pure meaning, but must know whatever your principal deity is a pure meaning. Why my everyday practice of the deity have to appear in this way? What is the really true meaning of this? So that is the second characteristic of the generation stage. Is called the purity, recollection of the purity. Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, now it's a number 61. Divine pride is like strong man's jewel. There is no need to be searched outside, as it is a full establishing from the beginning. Understanding your own true nature, this is my heart's advice. So I translate here as a divine pride. Reason is if the Tibetan literally, if translate, it can be a form pride. But when we say form pride, it can be interpreted as a ordinary conceptual of a pride, yeah? So that way, when said the divine pride, there's something else, not just ordinary. So I think that is a kind of like a meaning way to translate it. I thought maybe that's better. Maybe also Khenpo Rinpoche, I think the earlier translation maybe that way. Also, I like this word better, divine pride.
Yeah.
So
this is the Dalai Lama's translation.
okay, so why is it called the divine pride? As if in the Tibetan we call the Lai Nganje. So because this is sentence is making as a stanza, so I have to cut some word. So if that is make the loose sentence, then you have to say Lai Nganje Tempa. It means that from of divine pride. It comes to like that. So this is a divine pride mean the you have to confident of you are the deity. Yeah, because when we're visualizing, sometimes we have this kind of a concept, or what called misunderstand about, oh, this is my imagination, this is my think, visualization, fabrication is not real, So then, even you have a clarity and purity, understand, still your generation stage is not complete. So what you need is a divine pride. It's mean that like you need a confidence of I am the deity. So this is like strong man's jewel. This is a strong man, is a particularly wrestler, ancient wrestler. They are really powerful. And in India, it's called I forgot. Palwan. Palwan is a kind of like people who wrestling, fighting. They're really bodybuilder. Have a really strong athletic body. The wrestler, like a wrestler, professional wrestler, not the TV wrestler. So those wrestler earlier, they have to build a whole life. They build a body. When they're fighting, they're wrestling. Yeah. When they're wrestling, actually they have lots of jewel also wearing like belt, and those have arm, and they have some kind of ornament, jewel. So sometimes wrestler each other punch because they are so strong, and one wrestler punch to the another one at the belt area, the belt jewel is missing. The story is come this way. Belt jewel is missing. Then the wrestler is looking everywhere. Where's my jewel? Then another wrestler said, your jewel is not, fall down on the ground. Your jewel is inside your body. Because of the punch, jewel push inside the body. So then they said, no need to look around outside. Just look inside your body. You will find that one.
Oh, okay, so this is a story.
This is a story. So similarly, like that, it's also this one is they are Milarepa saying Vajar song to the Kamboba. When you're searching to your natural mind, he said, it's to say like wrestler their jewel. Also Kamboba's his own Vajar song, it said wrestler's jewel is inside. So what does this mean? Is a example is like wrestler jewel is not lost outside. It's within their in body, but then they're not seeing that one because it's God inside. Similarly, our nature of mind is within us. We not need to search from somewhere else. So within the us, but we're not seeing that one because of the obscuration. So this one is in the Uttara Tantra have 9 example, 9 different kind of example. Like a destitute woman carrying the universal monarch, like a precious statue as a fall down in the muddy swamp. Like a seed already have a quality to produce this fruit. So there's that kind of 9 example explained in the Uttara Tantra. It's the same way every sentient being have that Buddha nature. So by nature way, we are no different than divine. The divine is talking about here, is talking about the enlightened beings, Buddha and Bodhisattva. We already have that nature. The nature is no different. Samsara and nirvana is the same nature. Only samsara is diluted, that nature is diluted, because of that we couldn't see the true nature, and nirvana is free from delusion, that way see the nature. Like if water is really muddy, dirty water, you couldn't see what is inside the water. When water is really clear, then you can see all the detail in the water, whatever there. But so water, you don't need to remove the water. You just need to clean the water. Make sense? So that way, so that is showing us a divine pride means that you are naturally inseparable of the deity's quality. So you already have that quality called the Buddha nature. So that way, you need that confidence of I am the deity. When you're visualizing, this is not my imagination, this is not my potenting, this is not my visualization. I am seeing my true nature as an inseparable of the deity. So that is what is a divine pride mean. You need that kind of a form, divine pride, to see yourself as a deity. There's no need to be searched outside. So that deity is you're not going to accomplishing from somewhere. You're not going to accomplishing that deity by receiving from somewhere, Pure Land or someone. That is already within the you. Only you have to recognize that one. So how we recognize it is fully establishing from the beginning. So we already have the primordially that pure nature is with us. Our nature is pure primordially. Only what need to do is we have to review that. We have to remove the obscuration. Like when statue is completely covered with the mud, you couldn't recognize it. That is a really pure gold statue. But when you wash away the mud, and the gold statue is there. When you're washing the statue, you're not making the statue. You're just washing away all the dirt. Yeah. So our practice in Dharma is that way. We're purifying all those impure material, impure obscurations. You don't need to, accomplishing the deity or somethings, which is not, we don't have. So this is a bit primordially from the beginning to with us, fully established. It's not just said only part-time established or maybe some slight established, fully establishing from if enlightened quality of the Dharmakaya is not fully establishing within our mind stream, when we realize that the Dharmakaya, that have to be temporary. Because whatever produce have to be end. So Dharmakaya is not really produced by cause and condition or anything. So that way Dharmakaya is a permanent. Why? Because it's a primordially nature. So this one is also in the Mahamudra we use as a ground Mahamudra, pad Mahamudra, and resolve Mahamudra. So that reason is a ground as a Buddha nature, pad as the one we practicing the pad, and resolve as a Buddhahood. This is not different of those Mahamudra or the true nature of Dharmakaya, always there. So we need this understand of the true nature of to naturally understand that your own true nature as a Buddha, no different than our nature is not less than Buddha's nature. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Our nature is not smaller than Buddha's nature. Mm-hmm. Our nature is less qualified, not less qualified than Buddha's nature. So that reason in the Uttara Tantra, sorry, ornament of the Mahayana Sudra, Midriya said, the ultimate is a not increasing, not decreasing, not becoming clean, pure, or not becoming impure. So in the state of the sentient beings is not decrease. In the state of the sentient beings, the ultimate nature is not becoming impure. And when we reach to the Buddhahood, is not increasing the ultimate nature, or is not becoming pure. The nature itself has never changed. So based on this, you can say, I am the deity. That is what it means, the divine pride, or form pride, yeah. Okay, so that is called the generation stage. Then completion stage is also as one completion stage as a recitation of a mantra is called the completion stage with a sign. So here said Vajra recitation is like a forest fire. It's an incense. It burn and two obscurations. And the will, sickness, propensity, and evil spirit with it. Powerful ability will quickly develop. This is my heart's advice. So, Vajra recitation. First is a Vajra recitation as a there's have a particular recitation of a mantra called the Vajra recitation as called the Om Ahum. This is also sometimes we use as a Kamabhaidhi meditation. Kamabhaidhi meditation, Vajra recitation too. Like in the Kamabhaidhi meditation, you know cleansing of the breath. There's a 3 way to cleansing of the breath. Then after the cleansing of the breath, then when you breathe out, breathe out, then you visualize it as a sound of a Om, white in color. It's called the Om syllable. When you breathe in, and the sound of a Hum, blue in color. When you breathe, it's holding, it's in the navel area, in the stomach, lower part of the stomach, holding that breathe until it becomes uncomfortable. It's called the red in color, like one syllable or many completely fill your stomach. So this is basically Vajra recitation is talking about this one, Om Ahum. And if you want to do also another way to exercise, I think Khenpo Rinpoche will have one really good Vajra recitation of with wisdom fires meditation. You can look on the book, prayer book in our TMC prayer book. We have that one there. So maybe sometime we can practice that one. But the main point is that this is including all other recitation mantra is including here. But this one is basically called the Vajra recitation because this is the deities Vajra body, Vajra speech, or Vajra minds. So Om as a syllable of the Vajra body. So in the deities in the Vajrayana, deity and the syllable, you cannot separate them. You have to see as the same. Deity as a syllable, syllable as a deity. So here we visualize it as a white Om. It's called a Vajra, body, same as a Vajra body of the deity. And red as a Vajra speech and blue Hum as a Vajra mind. So this reason, these 3 are the symbolic of the appearance and union of the appearance and emptiness as a Vajra body, union of the sound and emptiness as a Vajra speech, and a union of the thought and emptiness as a Vajra mind. That's called the 3 Vajra recitation. with this, then you recite the mainly recite the 3 syllable. So that is what is mean the Vajra recitations. Because Vajra, when you truly can meditate on those 3 unions, there's nothing can stop you from the purification. So that undestructible. When you come to the truly union of the appearance and emptiness, there's no other obscuration comes. There no other destruction comes. So that way it's like a Vajra. So these 3 recitation of a mantra is like a forest caught on the fire. Now we have to see this way. In Tibet, we said fighting with the fire and water is stupid, because no one can win from the fire and water. Okay, that is talking about the like 5 or 1,000 years old wood. Nowadays we have a new technology, new science. You know, there's a train how to fight with a fight with a fire, but still pretty much impossible to actually can fight with a fire to win. Yeah, only can what called contain it, only can control, but no firefighter can win from the fire.
It's still kind of fun.
Yes. So that way, so it's just like a fire caught on the forest. You know, no one can stop that one. So this is mean the once you can transform your body, speech, mind as a 3 Vajra, no one can stop. With the recitation of 3 Om Ahon, there's no one can stop, and it will burn all the 2 obscuration of the omniscient and obscuration of the liberations, called the 2 obscuration, and all the sickness and propensity. Actually it's propensity. I should come first. Propensity is a kind of it's talking about habituation. So that is basically talking about the subtle obscuration. Then also mundane livelihood, we have a sickness and evil spirit harms. Those all cannot obstruct you, cannot distract you, or cannot disturb you by any of those once you have this purely transformed from the ordinary to the Vajra, 3 Vajra. Yeah, so that is becoming undestructible. Person who become truly, so like a Lord Buddha, he walked on the fire transformed to the lotus, you know, fire ash transformed to the water lake. Same is happened with the Pema Sambhava. Sahur king tried to burn him 7 days. That has become a lake and lotus. And also Milarepa, some hunter tried to throw him on the, from the mountain. When they get back, he's back. When they try to burn him, couldn't burn. So there's no way can harm him. Why? Because he reached this state of the Vajra, 3 Vajra. Vajra body, Vajra speech, Vajra mind. That way, physically, or spiritually, mentally, no one can disturb, no one can distract. So that is happen when you have this Vajra recitation. And that is what is called the Vajrayana actually. So this is how we transform from the to a Vajra body, Vajra speech, Vajra mind. That way is called the Vajrayana practitioner. With a powerful ability will quickly develop. This is my heart's advice. Okay, then 63 said the samaya of the secret mantra is like the snake in the length of the bamboo. As one keep is to be bring completely enlightened. If one doesn't, it is a cause of the hell. Therefore, protecting as you would be your eyes. This is my heart's advice. Okay, don't listen my reading. No good. So why this samaya is just immediately mentioned here after the Vajra recitation? I think Vajra recitation and a samaya is really similar there. So Vajra recitation is mean the Vajra body, Vajra speech, Vajra mind as a what called symbol as a syllable as a Om Ahung, and that Om Ahung recitation is called the Vajra recitation, and those Om Ahung recitation is a body, speech, mind of the enlightened. So this is what is a samaya mean the body samaya, speech samaya, mind samaya. So holding samaya means that once you receive the empowerment, then you ordinary to transform to the divine. How to transform divine is a ordinary body is a transform to the union of the appearance and emptiness and so that nature. So once somebody keep that one, then that I think other samaya, there's a many samaya mentioned each tantra. I think part of this one become. So once you keep those samaya, and only can go to the liberation or nirvana. But when we not keep on the samaya, there's no middle way to can born somewhere to as go to direct to the lower. So Vajrayana is like said like a snake in the bamboo. There's only two way to get out. Go up or go down. There's no middle access to come out from the bamboo. So that way same also if you protect the samaya, you will be reborn in the higher realm. So first is you have to look the what is the Sangha Tibetan called the secret mantra. Yeah. Sacred means that it's really profound, that way sacred. Mantra is mean the man mean the mind, tara mean the protect. Protecting the mind. Protecting from what a conceptual thought, discursive thought, impure thought, whatever you use. So that is what is mean the samaya.
Are you saying sacred or secret?
Sacred.
Sacred.
Yeah. Secret or sacred, I think the other way. That secret is because it's a true sacred. That way it's become a secret. Yeah. Because why is I said that one? Because Tantra no need to hide something because there's a need to hide. It's a have to hide because it's not easy to understand. So Vajrayana is why it's called a secret, because it's naturally secret. Make sense? So that samaya, what we receive through the empowerment to transform from the ordinary body, speech, mind to the deities, the union of those three unions, then that is what is samaya mean. So I think this is why the samaya is mentioned right after the three Vajra recitation, is because those two are related. So completely enlightenment, if one doesn't, it is a cause to the hell. Therefore, protect as your own, protect it as your wood, your eyes. This is my heart's advice. Okay, so samaya means that you have to sacrifice, yeah? You have to protect yourself from some things. There's a reason to why you have to keep the samaya. Any Dharma practice, when you're doing, you have to know the reason why you have to do that. What kind of benefit can get from that? If you don't see any kind of benefit from get, then it's a wasting your time. So here, as I said, the beneficial effort of the magnificent blessing are like a supreme and all the victorious medicine. Because of them, the afflictive emotion are self-liberated, and it's not difficult to gain the complete enlightenment. Blessing is the supreme direct path. This is my heart's advice. So Vajrayana is called the quick path, or sometimes called the resulted vehicles. So what kind of benefit you can get from this Vajrayana practice if you keep the pure samaya? So they said in the mini tantra said, long as you keep the pure samaya, even you don't practice generation stage and completion stage, those. If you don't practice, if you don't break the samaya, longest one will take the 7 lifetime to liberate it. This one is talking about the someone who keep the samaya but not practicing. Yeah. Then, of course, like someone who keep the samaya and practice like a milareba within the lifetime can be guaranteed to liberate it. So this Vajrayana practice is called the supreme and all the victorious medicine. So there's one particular medicine's name, and I think Sanskrit is called the Arura. I think in English is a Mary Balin, M-Y-A, M-Y-R-A, B-A-N-L-A-N. Yeah, there is one medicine name. So this medicine can cure all disease. There are 5 types of medicine. This Arura, it have a 5 type of medicine, herbal medicine, the particular herbal. So this Vajrayana is like that, can cure all kind of disease. What does the all kind of disease mean? Obscurations, like earlier mentioned. When you have this Vajra recitation and purified all the 3 type of obscurations, and also purify the sickness and evil spirit harms. So those are disease, you know. So once you stay your body, speech, mind as a pure, you have no chance to, accumulating the negative emotion, like ignorant, attachment, aversions. When you don't have a chance to accumulate the negative emotion, there will be no negative karma and sickness and all those sufferings. So physically, you will not longer accumulating the cause to sickness, and emotionally, you are not accumulating any more negative karma. So that way, this is like a merit balance. Can say merit balance, the pronunciation?
Merit, balance of merit.
M-Y-R-A-B-A-L-A-N.
Maribilin?
Yeah, that's a medicine name.
Maribilin.
Arura in Tibet, Sanskrit.
Maribilin.
Yeah. So that's, I heard in the dictionary, I found that one as a name translation, Arura. So it's Arunamye is called all the Victoria Maribalin. That's the name. So this is like same with that. Because of them, the afflicted emotion are self-liberated. So once you have this 3 Vajra state, yeah, there's no chance to accumulate the afflicted emotions. There's no way to you have come to the afflicted emotion. That way it's called the undestructible. Yeah, indestructible. Why? Because you transform to the 3 Vajra. So that's why because them as an afflicted emotion are self-liberated, means that you don't need to liberate. You don't need to use antidote. Naturally will liberate that one. It's not difficult to gain the complete enlightenment. Once, of course, once we liberated those negative emotion, you don't need liberated. It's the liberation is there. That one is the liberation. Yeah, nothing else. You don't need to liberate from anywhere else. Blessing is the supreme direct path. So this is a blessing path, or this path of the Vajrayana is called the supreme direct path, or supreme quick path. Nyalam is like a shortcut, So this is my heart's advice. Okay, I will talk this a little bit. Said the view, action, and the meditation are like the king of the beasts. Fearlessly, they overpower anything. They form the pinnacle of the path. This is my heart's advice. So if you want to be one of the path, complete path to the liberation, you need to know that what is the view, what is meditation, what is action. Lots of people said, oh, I'm Kaju, I'm Nima, I'm Gilu, I'm Saja. So one time I mentioned, I don't know who I am. Reason is, if you don't know what is the Kaju view, what is the Kaju meditation, what is the Kaju action, you are not Kaju. Same way, if you don't know what is the Nyingma view, meditation, contact. So generally in the Buddhism, you need to understand the right view from the Eight Noble Path. That right view as a name, as a Mahamudra, Dzogchen, or middle way. Not just view, right view here. This is not just talking about the view, right view. Then that right view, once you have understand the right view, then you have to continually practice until it complete accomplishing. It's called the meditation. Then that when you're meditating, your body, speech, and mind have to be perform suitable conduct, yeah, like a supportive conduct that make sure your body, speech, mind's contact is not harm your meditation and not harm your view. So in the Kajuba tradition, we said view as a Mahamudra, meditation as a 6 yoga of Naropa, and conduct as a 3 inseparable of the 3 vows, individual liberation vow, Bodhisattva vow, Mahayana vow. So once you have these 3 completely, view, meditation, and contact, you are like a lion. There are no fears. No one can stop, no one can overpower. Then you have a stable path, like fearless, like a lion. Then you can overpower anything. No one can defeat you. So this is, they form as a pinnacle of the path, or you can say they are the peak of the path. Pedestal. No, P-I-N-N. Pinnacle of the path. So it's like peak of the path, highest. So you need, if you don't have view, meditation, contact, then you don't have actually path. It doesn't matter you do whatever you ritual. Yeah, every day you do small offering, every day you do power, every day you do this and that. It's not going to have the path actually. By ritual, not bring you to the liberation. I'm not saying it's if you do ritual with the understanding of the view, meditation, contact, then that ritual is become a support of that, your main path. So if you don't have a main path, then having ritual is like a, without the having child buying the college saving the college fund.
College fund tuition.
Yeah, saving the college tuition. It's meaningless. So main path of the Buddhism is those three: view, meditation, contact. Then rest is a support for that. So that way, it's a necessity of those three. Have to know. If you are a Nima, you not need to know what is the Dzogchen view. You know, how to reach that view through the meditation, what kind of meditation they have. And what is the contact of your body, speech, mind, support. And the Mahamudra is the same. Kagyu is view as a Mahamudra, meditation as a 6 yoke of Naroba, and contact as a 3 vow inseparable. So this is then you can say I'm a Kajuba, I'm Nyingma, and I'm this and that. Otherwise, we don't have a path without this. So we are not Kaju, we are not, even we don't know we are really Buddhism or not. You know, those rituals is everyone have. Like most of Tibetan ritual is actually come from the Pembo tradition. A lot of them adopt all the Pembo ritual. If that Pembo ritual is supported by the view, meditation, contact, is become a Buddhist path. If you not support all those ritual with the view, meditation, contact, it's just a ritual. So then you become a, I don't know. Okay, thank you. Chanchu sem jo Rinpoche manje bana je joje ke ba nyam ba mem ba ya kone gondo pe wo sho da konde tham je to sundo sa Yube Jeve Zawande, Dadan Sinje Danje Nyundo Lana Mamba Yanda Bazobe Chanju Rinpoche Tobara Joje, Shija Kunse, Kunjin Chujeje, Tende Nela Wanda, Renje Beje Demba Side, Bashe Roto Sangomben Sinjoje.